Korea's Fair Trade Commission has officially approved the corporate merger between high-speed rail operators Korail and SR, which run the KTX and SRT services, respectively, allowing them to launch unified services under the KTX name this September.
공정거래위원회가 국내 양대 고속철도인 KTX와 SRT 열차를 각각 운영하는 한국철도공사 코레일과 주식회사 SR의 기업 결합을 최종 승인했습니다. 이로써 오는 9월부터 두 회사는 KTX 명칭으로 통합 운행하게 됩니다.
Yes, I mean, this seems to be good news. As a traveller, I'm very glad that the Fair Trade Commission have granted approval because it means they don't think there's going to be a reduction in competition. There's not going to be issues about that. And in fact, it looks like prices may well go down and certainly seat capacity is going to go up. We're going to have to wait till September when everything gets incorporated. But yes, we're looking at maybe an increase of 6% when it comes to extra seats. And there's going to be an increase in train frequency as well. There'll be more trains around to take us on our daily commute or on a weekend trip.
Yeah, definitely, I think, good for consumers and people who need to travel by train.
Yes, and I have to say, it's quite nice to go on a train sometimes.
Yeah,
train
definitely.
journeys are lovely and peaceful. No traffic jams.
So there's going to be unified services?
Yes, and here unified meaning as one, to come together. We talk about unified or unification, meaning some groups or some people are coming together and forming one group.
Unified라는 게 통합이 됐다라는 뜻이죠. 뭐 통일이 됐다는 뜻도 있는데 여기서는 이제 KTX와 SRT가 하나가 된다라는 의미로 They will provide unified services. They will launch unified services. 이렇게 얘기를 하고 있습니다. 자, 그 다음에 어떤 이름 하에 under the name KTX.
Yes, and if something is under the name of something or will be under the name of something, that means that is the name they're going to use. It could be an official name change. It could be a criminal who's using an alias. It could be all sorts of things. We're just saying the name will be this instead of what it was previously.
그러니까 9월부터는 KTX로 통합이 된다는 얘기입니다. KTX와 SRT가. The good thing about this is that currently they have different apps for the KTX and the SRT. Of course, there are some apps where you can search tickets for all of the trains, but, you know, then all these different apps make it quite confusing.
Yeah, it can be.
Now
When,
you can do it just with the KTX.
Yeah, when services are unified, it makes things a lot easier.
맞아요. 그래서 이제 9월 기차표부터는 KTX와 SRT를 이제 한 앱으로 KTX 앱으로 예약을 할 수 있을 거고요. 그 다음에 특히 이제 좌석수가 일부 구역에서 좀 늘어난다라는 거 반가운 소식입니다. 자, 한번 다시 읽어볼까요? Korea's Fair Trade Commission has officially approved the corporate merger between high-speed rail operators Korail and SR, which run the KTX and SRT services respectively, allowing them to launch unified services under the KTX name this September. Now let's move on to a story in Europe.
France's Bordeaux wine industry has declared a state of emergency as massive wildfires in the region blanket vineyards in smoke compounds, creating a flavour-destroying time bomb that could compel local winemakers to completely abandon their upcoming harvests.
프랑스 보르도 지역에 발생한 대규모 산불로 포도밭이 연기로 뒤덮이고 그 성분이 와인에 스며들어 장차 맛을 망치는 시한폭탄이 되어 현지 와인 생산자들이 올해 포도 수확을 완전히 포기해야 할 수도 있는 상황에 처하면서 이 지역 와인 업계에 비상이 걸렸습니다. 자, 여기 헤드라인에 보면은 물론 declare a state of emergency, 비상사태를 선포했다 이런 표현이 나오기는 하지만요. 이 주체가 정부가 아니라 와인 업계에서 그랬다라는 거기 때문에 사실 비유적인, figurative한 말입니다.
네.
그래서 실제로 어떤 비상사태가 선포가 됐다기보다는 비상에 걸린 상황을 이렇게 좀 수사적으로, 비유적으로 묘사한 것 같아요.
Yes.
Tell us more.
Because the recent wildfires were last week. That was when there was an emergency where there were firefighters crowding around doing their best to evacuate people. A couple of 100,000 people evacuated.
Wow.
And also putting out these huge fires. And in the Gironde region in Bordeaux, there were 42,000 hectares of forest destroyed, 240 houses destroyed. It was a big deal, but the vineyards are now worried about the aftermath because with these fires comes smoke. And the smoke, whereas it doesn't destroy the grapes on the vine, the smoke can be absorbed by the grape skins. And they call that a time bomb because when they harvest the grapes and it goes through production later on during fermentation and the wine aging, it could actually change the taste and give it sort of what they call a chimney-like flavor, an ashy flavor. Basically, your wine ends up tasting like smoke.
Yeah.
So they're very worried as to whether they can actually harvest the grapes this year. Even though their vineyards have not been destroyed, their crops may well be useless.
자, 포도밭, vineyard를 뒤덮고 있는 산불 연기입니다. 그래서 그 wildfires의 smoke가 뒤덮고 있다. blanketing the vineyards. blanket 볼까요?
Yes, well, if something blankets something else, it completely covers it, like a blanket on a bed. So the nicer term I remember with the word blanket is a blanket of snow. You know, around Christmas time, if you get a Christmas card, often the scene on the Christmas card will be of a village covered in a blanket of snow. Everything is covered.
역시 굉장히 아름다운 그런 이미지를 먼저
Yeah.
연상하시네요.
As opposed to a blanket of smoke. Not so nice.
네. 근데 보통은 이제 blanket라는 여기서 동사로 쓰였죠? 맞나요?
yeah.
blanketing.
Yes.
여기서는 이제 동사로 쓰였는데 물론 뭐 형용사로
네.
쓸 수도 있습니다만 뒤덮다라고 했을 때 날씨에 관해서 좀 안 좋은 날씨일 때 우리가 많이 쓰기는 합니다만 뭐 아니면 지금처럼 뭐 산불, 화산재 그런 상황에서도 블랭켓을 많이 쓰는데 선생님이 역시 크리스마스 카드에 아름다운 그림이 이렇게 뒤덮고 있는 이럴 때도 쓸 수 있죠.
Yeah, the other thing I think of is blanket coverage. When we're talking about news, when the news covers everything about a topic, that's also called blanket coverage. Just think of it covering everything. Whatever it is, this blanket is covering everything.
지금 선생님이 얘기하는 표현들은 다 형용사로서의 블랭켓이에요. 그래서 모든 것을 뒤덮는 의미로 쓰셨고 지금 헤드라인 안에 있는 blanketing vineyards는 동사입니다.
I will try to use the verb more often too.
괜찮습니다. 아니에요. 이제 선생님의 표현도 좋고 이제 헤드라인 속에서 어떻게 쓰였는지도 우리 청취자분들에게 알려드려야 되니까.
네.
자, 그 다음에 vineyard가 포도밭이잖아요. 이 vin이 들어가면은 이제 포도와 관련된 건가 봐요.
Yes, because we look at the French word for wine is vin. So we have vineyard, which is where the wine is grown. We have vintners, which is another word for winemakers that we don't use so often. So yeah, V-I-N, we often think of relating to wine in some way. Even vinegar, which traditionally would be made from wine.
Oh.
Sour wine, spoiled wine is the old vinegar.
Really?
Yes, it's why you have red
몰랐어요.
wine vinegar, white wine vinegar.
Yes.
Yeah.
비니거도 원래는 그 포도로 만들어서 식초라는 단어인데 어원이 또 같군요. 자, vineyard는 포도밭이고 그다음에 vintner라는 단어가 있는데 좀 오래된 어려운 단어입니다만 이게 이제 와인 메이커랑 같은 뜻이에요. 그래서 포도 와인 생산자를 얘기하고 있습니다. 스펠링은 어떻게 되죠? vintner?
V-I-N-T-N-E-R.
자, 그 다음에는 이제 compel이라는 단어를 좀 보고 싶은데요. 이게 지금 그 연기로 인해서 지금 시한폭탄처럼 와인의 맛이 변하는 것은 이건 시간 문제다. 이거 빨리 불을 완전히 끄고 연기가 없어지지 않으면 와인 맛이 바뀔 거다. 이런 얘기를 하면서 시한폭탄, 타임범 얘기가 나왔는데 This is compelling winemakers to maybe abandon their harvests.
Yes, if we are compelled to do something or something compels us to do something, we are forced to do it. We are made to do it. We have to do it because of the first thing. So it's not a choice. It's not something we want to do. It's something we have to do. We need to do.
어쩔 수 없이 뭐뭐 하게 하다. 이게 compel이고요. Local 와인 생산자들, 와인메이커들이 completely abandon, 완전히 지금 버려야 하나, 포기해야 하나, the upcoming harvest, 앞으로 다가올 포도 수확을 그렇게 해야 하나는 어쩔 수 없는 상황까지도 생각하게 된다는 겁니다. 자, 다시 한번 읽어볼게요. France's Bordeaux wine industry has declared a state of emergency as massive wildfires in the region blanket vineyards in smoke compounds, creating a flavor-destroying time bomb that could compel local winemakers to completely abandon their upcoming harvests. Let's move on to the final headline.
A report by financial news outlet Business Insider finds that the US breakfast restaurant market is rapidly expanding as high inflation and health trends drive younger consumers to swap costly evening dinners for casual morning appointments.
미국 경제 매체 비즈니스 인사이더가 미국의 아침 식사 전문점 시장이 빠르게 늘고 있다고 보도했습니다. 이는 고물가 및 건강을 중시하는 트렌드로 인해 젊은 고객들 사이에서 비용이 많이 드는 저녁 식사 대신 아침 식사 약속을 잡는 경우가 늘어난 데 따른 것입니다. Oh, so there's a shift in culture here.
Yeah, there is, and I think there's a few reasons here. One big reason is going to be money. So inflation is a problem, and we've seen all over the world rising inflation, which means everything costs more, and therefore going out for an expensive dinner is maybe less attractive than going out for breakfast. Plus, younger people, we're talking about rather the MZs more the Gen Zs, are interested in health and interested in healthy food. And breakfast is obviously is quite often associated with more healthy consumption. And also it's more relaxed. That's the other meaning. Dinner can be a little more formal. Maybe you have to get dressed up.
Yeah.
But when you go out for breakfast, if you go to a diner, you can wear a t-shirt and shorts. You don't have to look fancy.
그래요. 예전에 비해서 아침 식사를 이제 외식으로 하는 경우가 많다고 하는데 왜 그런지 들여다봤더니 젊은 층 사이에서 저녁 약속을 잡는 대신에 친구들이랑 우리 아침에 만나자라고 하는 그런 트렌드도 함께 보였다는 거예요. 아무래도 저녁 때는 좀 더 비싸잖아요.
네.
식사 자체가. 그래서 그런 돈을 의식하지 않을 수 없는 것 같고 그다음에 분위기 자체도 저녁 때는 약간 더 꾸며야 된다는 압박감이 있을 수 있는데 뭐 그런 얘기였죠. 아까 좀 더 릴렉스하다는 게
Sure.
아침에는 뭐 편안하게.
I think you see it in Korea with coffee shops. You know, coffee shops are so popular these days because you can be relaxed. You can chat with your friends. You can do a little work as opposed to going to a restaurant where there's different etiquette. There's different ways of behaving.
맞아요. 그래서 요즘 미국의 Z세대, 그 Gen Z라고 하잖아요. Gen Z 사이에서는 부담도 없고 그다음에 요즘에 어차피 젊은 세대가 술을 많이 안 마셔요. 예전에 비해서. 그러니까 뭐 어차피 그냥 식사하고 수다를 떠는 게 목적이라면은 이 편안한 아침 약속이 좋아. 이러는
I'm all
겁니다.
for it.
저도 좋은 것 같아요. 저희도 뭐 이제 아침형 인간들이어서
네.
그런지 모르겠지만, 좋네요. 어떻게 우리 방송 전에 아침, 미팅 한번 해볼까요?
좋습니다. 5시 할까요?
5시 좋아요, 5시.
오케이.
자, 급속하게 뭔가가 변하고 있다, 라고 할 때, rapidly.
Yes, if something is happening rapidly, in this case rapidly expanding, it means it's happening quickly. It's happening at speed.
네, rapidly 여기서는 expanding이라고 했기 때문에 급속도로 늘고 있다 이런 뜻인데요. 커지고 있다는 거죠. expanding은 뭐가 그러냐면은 the US breakfast restaurant market 미국의 아침 식사를 제공하는 레스토랑들의 매출이 점점 늘고 있다라는 얘기로 볼 수 있겠고요. 자, 그다음에 swapping something은 뭘까요?
If we swap something for something else, it means we're going to replace it with that thing. We're going to interchange them.
맞바꾸다 이런 뜻인데 저녁 식사 대신에 아침 식사하는 걸로 저녁 약속 말고 이제 아침 약속을 하는 것으로 바꾼다 이런 뜻이 되겠죠. So now they are swapping costly 이건 expensive라는 뜻인데 costly evening dinners for morning appointments.
5 a.m.
Swap A for B. 다시 읽어보겠습니다. A report by financial news outlet Business Insider finds that the US breakfast restaurant market is rapidly expanding as high inflation and health trends drive younger consumers to swap costly evening dinners for casual morning appointments. All right, well, that's it for today's Headlines with Paul.